We start with a high quality English record 111 vise. I replaced the mismatched old bolts with 304 grade stainless bolts. The jaws are not original and do not close properly. The handle has been bent. This is a quality quick release vise. The handle operates a cam which releases the screw. The plan is to later straighten the handle. I will use this thick block of aluminium to fabricate some soft jaws. The quick release mechanism is working well. We begin the restoration by removing the quick release. The quick release spring is removed from the lifting plate. This will later prove to be very difficult to reposition, and I needed another vise to get it back on. The quick release half nut is in great condition. We can now remove the main screw. The quick release pulls the half nut down to allow the main screw to slide past. Years of oil and grease need to be removed. Luckily, the motorcycle shop has this vise screw cleaning brush. The end of the main screw, which has no oil, has surface rust. A wire wheel in a bench grinder is used to clean the surface rust. The wire wheel is used to clean the entire handle and the meatball top knob. The pits and small dents on the handle will be left to show some history. The bent handle does need to be straightened. A hydraulic press is used to easily straighten the handle. A straight edge is used to determine where to press. The quick release spring and mechanism is cleaned up. I used a sandblaster with aluminium oxide to blast the parts. The blasted items need to have a corrosion resistant coating. I cleaned the vise body and jaws and did not sandblast these parts. Once the main grease and oil is removed, we can look at the paint removal. The degreased vise body and jaw is then cleaned with a soft wire wheel. This is to remove any loose paint or rusted areas. The original paint finish was done to a very high standard. Almost no areas had flaking paint. I did have an attempt at zinc plating some parts. This turned out a bit patchy. The quick release mechanism had areas of high zinc deposition and some areas with less. The zinc plated quick release mechanism had to be wire wheeled to smooth it back. A custom mix of enamel is made to match the new record blue colour. You can see the old versus the new colour. I find using no primer makes a tougher paint finish. The bare metal areas were sprayed with a clear coat to prevent corrosion. The jaw, body and handle were too large to zinc plate. The vise is so precisely made that too much clear on the bare metal can cause fit issues. You can see the chisel marks on the anvil of the vise. History is preserved showing the old dents. The parts are reassembled. A custom logo was designed. I wanted the logo to match the vise. The small font is very difficult to cut. Gold vinyl is carefully transferred, then coated with 2-pack lacquer. The 2-pack clear sets and protects the logo. It looks like a real label has been applied. The quick release is checked. The release mechanism is sprayed with a waxy type shield. A circular saw mounted to a saw bench is used to cut the thick aluminium block. This is not ideal as using a milling machine. I did not use the milling machine because I do not own one. The saw marks have to be filed off. The beautiful finish will soon have the used look. I hand filed the 2 jaws to ensure that they stayed square. The file had to be held flat at all times. A metric 8 by 1.25 tap was used. The thread is not tapped through to the jaw fronts. I want these soft jaws for fine work. You can see they don't tap right through. A set of steel jaws will be made later. We just now need to trim the sides of the new jaws. I used my homemade sled to clamp the jaws. The aluminium is cut incrementally. Once trimmed, the jaws need more finishing. They are put back on the vise and hand filed again. This shows the quick release in action. Very smooth. Thanks for watching!